Fire danger going to be a concern going into Friday, but before that we have a lunar eclipse happening early Friday morning. I'll have those details in today's web weather. Well, we got a total lunar eclipse happening early Friday morning. Here's a look at the timeline here. The total eclipse begins at about 1:26 in the morning early Friday. The maximum eclipse, or the best time to see it, is going to be at about 1:58 in the morning, and then it ends at about 2:31. Going into tomorrow morning. The next lunar eclipse is going to be March 3rd of 2026. So over the last couple of years, we've seen them about once a year. It's the same time last year we saw a lunar eclipse come across Texoma, or come across North America at least, last year. And here's kind of an explainer of why it turns red, because this total lunar eclipse is going to be kind of a blood moon too. So it's a blood moon and a lunar eclipse, and it's all kind of in one thing. So this is what it looks like in space. By the way, we kind of talked about this yesterday on Brain Drop, but we can go over it again here. There's a couple layers of kind of where the moon is going to be moving into as the moon kind of starts to orbit, or is continuing to orbit around Earth. It's going to move through what's called the umbra, or the total eclipse. And because it turns red in this area, and that's because the sun is going to be kind of streaming in its light through portions of the atmosphere of Earth, it's going to reflect back from the moon back to Earth, and then the long wave radiation that kind of makes it back to Earth is red. So that's why it looks red. And so as that kind of moves across, it's going to be moving all the way around, and the umbra is the sweet spot for when we're going to be able to see the red moon or blood moon. And then once that moves out of the umbra, it's going to be over. So that's kind of the science behind the lunar eclipse, what it kind of looks like from space. That's early Friday morning. So if you want to see it, you'll want to be up at around 1:30 to 2 o'clock for your Friday morning. Pretty early, but it's going to be nice. The forecast for tonight does look like the clouds start to roll out a little bit overnight tonight into tomorrow. So tomorrow does look mostly sunny, but the rest of the day today, it's going to be gorgeous. 82 degrees, southwest winds pretty light, 5 to 15, mostly cloudy skies, though we are going to see cloud cover ramp up later on this evening and overnight, and then tomorrow they'll back off. But afternoon temperatures today going to be in the low 80s across Texoma. Could see a couple 84, 83 degrees. 83 here in Sherman and Denison, close to that record of 88 degrees, but I don't think we'll get that high. Fire danger is going to be a huge concern going into Friday. It's the biggest story here in the next couple of days until tomorrow. Extreme fire danger along I-35 all the way to Ada, Tishomingo, Medill, Durant. Critical fire danger elevated for southeastern Oklahoma. The wind gusts could be up to 60 miles per hour at times, with sustained winds 30 to 40 miles per hour, and that relative humidity is going to be crucially low tomorrow. So here's a look at some of the watches out. We do have red flag warnings out as well. Fire weather watch out for North Texas counties. High wind watch out along counties along the I-35 corridor and near the Red River going into Friday. Here's a look at those wind gusts. They're going to be from the south about 5 to 15 today, and then tomorrow they're going to ramp up pretty quick in the day, up to 40, 45 miles per hour by the afternoon, close to 50, 60. The data has backed off on some of the heavier winds or some of the stronger wind gusts up to 60, but still could see occasionally 55 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So fire danger, like I said, going to be a huge concern. We're going to see a lot of dust, a lot of dirt from West Texas getting blown in, kind of similar to what we saw last Tuesday. So do not burn for your Friday. Try to also pull over on the roadways if the visibility gets pretty low from that dust moving in. We'll have more details on the fire danger in Friday's forecast later on today on K10.